Welcome to the Logansport Community School Corporation training on bully prevention and intervention. According to the National Association of School Psychologists, 160,000 students per day stay home from school because of bullying. The following section contains information specific to bullying prevention and the terminology associated with anti-bullying education. Indiana Code 20-33-8-2 defines bullying for schools. Bullying behavior is intentional. It is meant to cause physical, emotional, or social harm. Bullying also creates an environment where the targeted student feels uncomfortable or unsafe. This law calls the sense of fear a hostile school environment. Bullying prevention research calls this an imbalance of power between the targeted student and the bullying student. All three of these characteristics make this type of peer abuse bullying. An objectively hostile learning environment helps to determine in what ways a targeted student may feel unsafe. This can relate to the student's person or their property. They may also feel that their mental or physical health are in question. Bullying can result in the targeted student's decline in academic growth or ability to focus on learning. Students targeted in bullying may also feel a fear to participate in social or extracurricular activities. All these concerns are due to the feeling of intimidation or an imbalance of power, be it physical, emotional, or social. To simplify the way we remember the definition of bullying, as well as when we are identifying bullying behaviors, would be to think of a three-legged stool. For a behavior or incident to be labeled as bullying, all three legs must be in place. First, the incident behavior was unwanted and is deemed as aggressive. It has been repeated or has the potential to be repeated. Finally, there is a power of imbalance, either perceived or real, between the two students in question. The third leg of the wheel, power imbalance, is very important when understanding if this incident is truly a bullying incident. Oftentimes, two students are in conflict or disagreement. Bullying terminology is ever evolving. This slide contains the most common terms associated with bullying prevention work. Target is the student that has been on the receiving end of the bullying behavior. Bullier, or student that has exhibited bullying behavior, is the student that was reported, and the behaviors of the students were identified as bullying. Witness is a student that has observed the bullying behavior. The words in bold print are preferred terms as it empowers students to speak up and take action against bullying. The Indiana Department of Education has identified 4 categories of bullying behaviors: physical, verbal, social, and electronic/written communication. It is helpful to use these categories when identifying bullying behaviors. These categories are used to collect data on incidents of bullying in schools by the Indiana Department of Education. Physical and verbal are self-explanatory. Social relational include activities that can have negative impact on a student's social status or personal relationships. This type of bullying includes rumors, social exclusion, manipulation. This slide defines physical bullying and provides examples. Research shows that boys more often are the targets and bulliers of physical bullying. This slide defines verbal bullying and provides examples. This slide defines social relational bullying and provides examples. Research shows that girls more often are the targets and bulliers of social relational bullying. This slide defines electronic written communication bullying and provides examples. The bullying cycle was developed by Don Ovalis, a psychologist from Norway, and is part of the Ovalis training program, which is implemented at both of our middle schools. In order for the bullying cycle to take place, there needs to be 3 individuals or groups of people involved: the bullier, the target victim, and the witness bystander. Each plays a distinct role in the cycle that ultimately impacts the victim of bullying. In fact, the bullying cycle are the various ways in which people react or participate in a bullying situation. Here is what the bullying cycle looks like. Walk through the diagram. It is critical to understand that not every aggressive or harmful act is not bullying. Proper and ongoing training will help prepare staff and students to clearly understand what constitutes bullying. It may be helpful to refer to your school's policy on violence, hazing, gangs, harassment, and stalking so you can help provide clear definitions of each and compare to that of bullying. Anyone can be the target of bullying. However, according to the National Education Association, educators reported that bullying based on students' weight, gender, perceived orientation, and disability were the most concern in their school. It is important to be aware that these student populations may be at higher risk for bullying and develop support and programming to ensure safety. Another important step is to survey your school community to determine the student population that is at high risk to be targets of bullying. This slide discusses potential risk factors of students that may be prone to exhibit bullying behaviors. Supports and programming for students that have these risk factors are vital to a comprehensive bullying prevention program. Helpful signs for teachers, school staff, and parents to watch for in their students. If a student is exhibiting any of these warning signs, it is recommended that the student is referred to a school counselor. The effects of bullying are detrimental to a student's success in school and can potentially negatively impact success in life. There can be long-term effects on the target. Some common health complaints include headaches, stomach aches, and other aches and pains. Research shows that students that are the targets of bullying have higher rates of absenteeism and school connectedness. School safety is linked to bullying incidents in schools. Ensuring safe learning environments for all students is imperative for learning, and bullying prevention and intervention are critical elements of programming. Students that exhibit bullying behavior are more likely to engage in risky behaviors. Research also has linked student bullying to later abuse in life. It is important to provide interventions that focus on empathy development for students that bully. Witnesses are a group of students that have observed bullying incidents. This group of students are oftentimes overlooked when providing interventions and support. Students that observe bullying have been linked to risky behaviors as well as decreased attendance and low school connectedness. This slide contains a brief overview of components within a comprehensive bullying prevention and intervention program. In Part 2, we will look at a protocol and how stakeholders can help with bullying prevention. Effective bullying prevention requires the awareness of the entire staff. Consistent supervision and reporting protocols are essential in order to maintain a safe school environment. The state of Indiana recently passed new legislation with tougher anti-bullying laws. This new legislation will hold school administrators and the members of their staff accountable to how they respond to bullying when it occurs. It is important to know how to recognize bullying and the correct protocol for reporting an incident in the school. Often, bullying incidents can occur outside the classroom setting, like in hallways, on the bus, and in the cafeteria. Everyone on staff should be skilled on identifying bullying behavior and respond appropriately. Because teachers spend such a high percentage of school time with the students, they typically witness a wide range of student behaviors, both positive and negative. Effective classroom management will always contribute to a positive learning environment. The positive, respectful climate you create will also deter bullying behaviors. Many teachers are trained and experienced in intervening when students exhibit negative behaviors in their classrooms. Remaining calm, respectful, and supportive are strong components of any effective intervention. Hallway supervision is an excellent time to interact positively with students, modeling a positive school culture. Always try to remain calm and respectful when intervening in the hallway, but make sure you can identify the students involved. This is sometimes more difficult in the hall versus a classroom setting, but it is important for effective follow-up once the incident has been reported. It is recommended that many staff as possible supervise passing periods in the halls. A strong adult presence will deter potential peer maltreatment and allow staff to remain aware of repeated acts such as bullying. Students who would not normally act out in the classroom under the close supervision of a teacher may find the unstructured setting of the cafeteria an opportunity to bully others. As food service professionals, you are in contact with the students on a daily basis and can witness both positive peer interaction and incidents of peer maltreatment. Remember that while you are performing your job, you are also a role model. How you interact with the students can help create a positive, caring environment in the cafeteria. It is important to know the difference between peer conflict, other isolated incidents of peer maltreatment, and bullying, which is an unwanted act of aggression that is a repeated act demonstrating a real or perceived imbalance of power between the bully and the target. It is recommended that you discuss with your supervisor how to report an incident when you observe one. Do not expect the target of bullying to be able to stop the incident by themselves. They need your help. Stepping into another teacher's classroom and getting up to speed on procedures and protocols can sometimes be a daunting task. Allow adequate time when you arrive to ensure that you understand the bullying incident reporting protocols and timetables, as well as other safety and emergency-related procedures. Students begin and end each day of their educational experience on the bus. They will look to the bus driver to determine the limits of acceptable behaviors. Consistency in maintaining a respectful environment on the bus can deter a number of negative behaviors. Once you have had an opportunity to communicate your behavioral expectations with the students, review them often. The combination of modeling positive behaviors and reminding students that maintaining a safe and respectful environment is your top priority will help them self-monitor their behaviors. It is recommended that bus drivers review intervention and reporting protocols with your school corporation's director of transportation and other drivers. Be confident in dealing with negative behaviors, including bullying behaviors, will increase your effectiveness and authority. Please take time to make sure you are completely comfortable in understanding of what defines bullying incidents and the correct way to intervene and report one. Your awareness and effectiveness will help stop bullying as it occurs and will reduce the likelihood of future incidents. Your response to a bullying incident is helpful on many levels. First, your intervention provides immediate support to a student who is a target of bullying. Your commitment to becoming involved and intervening in peer maltreatment models the type of behavior you would like to see in your students. You become an active contributor to a positive school culture. Corporation bullying prevention and intervention policy may be found on the corporation website at www.lcsc.k12.in.us. Bully rules and information may also be found in each school's student handbook. Thank you for keeping LCSC bully-free.